We got a bloody cod! Well, I'm back again, and it is Wednesday. That means that's tonight my video goes up and I won't be there to answer the comments till later. So cut me some slack, chaps. Yeah, weather not good for weekend. We've got some big stuff happening from this hurricane from America or whatever. I ain't heard of it, but it's going to be bad weather, so they say. It's supposed to be a 0.7 metre swell today, but it's not too bad. There could be a ray. I don't think there'll be any hounds. But there, I'm here. I needed to get out and do some fishing. I've come there to my favourite spot, and I'm taking you with me. So yeah, not looking bad, is it, Gordon? Sometimes just how I like it, on my own. You know, you can't beat it. Let your thoughts drift away with you and do a spot of fishing. If you catch, it's a bonus. I'm hoping to catch here today. I've got loads of colour in that water at the minute. It might drop out as the tide comes up. High tide is at 3 o'clock. It's about 5.2, 5.3, something like that. Don't quote me on it. And it is the 7th of September, which is a Wednesday. So we'll cut to the credits. Anyhow, that let Tom put the credits in there. You see, I'm good like that. But yeah, been in the Lake District, had a nice holiday with the wife, took the daughter's dog with us, or the daughter brought the dog up and had a couple of days up there, or a day and a half, and had a nice time. Slept in the van beforehand, went in the cottage, slept in the van afterwards with the dog. What an experience that was. You don't want to move in the van, he starts barking. But yeah, the wife had to go check the keys were on the van seat. I told her not to bother, but no, she knew better. Opened the sliding door and the dog went off on one, didn't it? You can't tell her. You can't tell her at all, can you? It's all right, the keys are there. We'll know if anyone try and get in the van, but no, she had to open the door and set the dog off for about an hour. But there, I'm here today. I'm on the Yorkshire coast. I've got clip down rig with last seaweed on it. With a squid on it. So I'm going to get this chucked out there. I shall film the cast as I always do. I'm looking forward to it today. I've made myself a couple of sandwiches. I've got salmon paste and ham and sandwich spread. So I'm going to eat like a king today, but I forgot to have my breakfast, so I am a bit hungry now. I've got water, and that's it. Forgot my hoodie again. Can you believe it? I forgot my hoodie. I pulled it out of the cupboard. Gonna bring me red one, so I looked a bit red today. Think it hides the belly a bit. And hung it up on the door and left it there. Where's the sun? That's better. Now I'm in the sun. Won't look so dark now, will it? So yeah, left my hoodie on the door in the kitchen. Anyhow, I'm gonna get this fired out. What words they are, eh? Fired out. Gonna fire it out to the horizon. And yeah, you know me. I like to set a rod up and set the tripod up and start filming. That's what it's all about, isn't it? I'm not the sort of person that fires the rods out and don't show you. So yeah, get the camera set up, get your rods sorted and fire them out, and then you can start fishing, can't you? So next time you see me, I'll cast this out. First cast. It's out there. Just to the bloody left. Mind you, every time I cast to the left, I tend to catch. So with first rod's out, we'll get the next one baited up, and we'll bring you back, cast it out, then we're fishing. Might have a sandwich then. It's gone dinner time. I am entitled to a sandwich. High tide's at 3:30, something like that. Probably be fishing there till 6:30. Probably get home for 8:30, 9 o'clock. That's my day. It's about an 11-hour day for me to go fishing. So all you people down there in wherever you live near the coast and that, and you catch 2 hours before, 2 hours after, and it's 10 minutes there and 10 minutes home. Yeah, I'm pleased for you, because it makes me feel a lot better having to do it's normally about a 12-hour day, but today might be 10 and a half, 11 hours. We'll see. I'll let you know at the end. See you in a bit. Well, they're both out. I'm sure it'll get better as I go carry on. Not been practicing since I come home from holiday with my casting, because my hip's been hurting so much. There was times when I was casting on holiday where I couldn't cast properly because of my hip, and that's not a lame excuse, but I guess it is a lame excuse really. Be meeting up with Alan soon. He's got a lot on in his life. I've got quite a lot on going in my life at the minute, or soon. Not that I'm happy with, put it that way, but it is work. But it's not the sort of work I want, or the certain situation of the work. What do you do? Not a lot you can do, is there? Well, it's really nice here. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. So, yeah, both rods are out. I've got a clip down rig with a pennel hook. Yeah, both mustard ultra point hooks. Not a circle hook to be seen, or an air rig. So that's good. So when I hook the fish in the top pennel hook, it'll be in a normal hook. That's if we catch today. I don't know if we'll catch today. I don't really know if there's going to be a lot about. If this is flat calm, I'd be right excited, because it's really coloured out there at the minute. But as the tide comes up, sometimes that colour drops out. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I've come fishing today, like I said in the intro, because the weekend it forecasts rain and that. There's some weather front that's coming in and it's bringing not nice weather. So it was today or tomorrow, Thursday, I was going to fish. I was hoping for Thursday, high tides at 4ish that day, which is tomorrow, but it forecast lots of rain. There might be a spot of rain at 3, but that was yesterday. Today when I checked the weather, it had changed. It's going to be like this all day. So if worst case scenario is that I'm on this beach on my own in this sun, lapping up the warm from my back, brilliant. If I catch a couple of fish, even better. Need to sort this blanking out. We've had 3 on the trot now. That's not good. When I spoke to locals up in the Cumbrian coast in the last 3 videos, when I said I ain't caught nothing, or in previous sessions up there, they just looked and nodded their head and said there's nothing about. So perhaps that was the case. I don't know, but we're here today fishing. You got to grab the days when you can. My job allows that. Tomorrow I will be absolutely knackered. Normally it's a weekend and I sit around, but tomorrow I'm going to do 2 more rod bags and might start shane. So I'm definitely going to do 2 more rod bags and paint the tips of my rods. I've done all my Ziplex rods now. I haven't painted the tops white, so I'm doing that now. Tomorrow I'll get 2 rods done. That'll be all the rods done then. Then I'll have to leave them out of the bag for them to harden off so that I can put them in the bags and then use them. And I'm going to use these Ziplexes. Can't wait. I've got 2 LMs as well, which I'm looking forward to. I'm clapping my hands because I'm excited. Just an old thing, I think. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to today. I'll talk about my journey here in a bit in the video. But yeah, I might have a sandwich actually. Fill the body, put some energy in it, because I'm wasting away. Yeah, so clip down rig with a pennel hook system, and the other rod that you just seen me throw out has got 2-hook flapper on it. What else? What else would it have on it? 2-hook flapper with size 2 Aberdeen hooks. Mustard hooks. Anyhow, that's enough of me. I'm going to have something to eat and I'll bring you back. And I've got something to show. It's an absolutely beautiful day here today. My journey here, well, it was a little bit mixed really. It was going really well. Got stuck behind a lorry, didn't bother me. And then I got stuck behind 2 lorries and 2 cars, and there was no cars coming the other way, and they all slowed down to like 30 mile an hour in a 60. And there's a bloody cyclist there. Now there was nothing, just think about it before anyone starts saying there was no cars coming, we were in a 60. They only had to go on to the verge on the other side of the road because that's how much room you have to give them, and just go past. But no, they had to slow down to 30 and then go past. I mean, they could have gone the other side of the road and just at 60 and just hammered it. You could see right down the road, couldn't believe it. So I was seething. Anyhow, I calmed down. But the worst bit of the journey is going through Hull. Through Hull, you come off a 60 to a 50 straight to a 30, but the 30 starts on dual carriageway of a Sentinel reservation. Well, me and a few others must be the only people that actually abide by the speed limit. Everyone else just goes zooming past. Well, that's all well and good, but then you then get into the bit in Hull where it's 30, 40. And I went past this lorry at 30 and dropped back in front of him. And as I got over the bridge, it starts doing 40. Well, he was flashing his lights at me. He was flashing his bloody lights at me. Well, you can quite well imagine what I was like in the van. I was insipid, absolutely going mad. Bloody lorry drive. It wasn't even a proper lorry, it was a flatback. Like you put a car on. All dressed in orange he was, the fat git. Flashing his lights at me. Well, I was doing the speed limit. I was doing 40 mile an hour. What's he want me to do? Pull over and let him go past and bow down? Sorry, mate. Oh, big chief. Dickhead. So yeah, that really got me going. But you come here, don't you, with the sun on you. Keeps going in and getting chilly, but the sun's on me and I'm lovely and warm. And I'm watching my rods, and you just chill out, don't you? And from where I was like I was with a GoPro at Salton Bay, yeah, chilled out now. And that's what fishing's all about. Remember, everyone, those that have got things on the mind all the time, and sometimes you don't know it, find something you like to do, or go to a club or whatever. But me, fishing sorts me out. Plus having a good rant. I mean, I rant at and I rant in the garage. Well, I just rant everywhere really, to be honest, if you was to ask the wife. Clears your mind, doesn't it? I mean, you're one or two people, you're either laid back and nothing bothers you. You're like a piece of ice, everything slips off you. You're like me, and my daughter's worse than me. Well, my daughter's probably like what I was when I was little. Not saying that she's little, but she's 5'2", or is it 5'3"? She might have grown actually. She's beautiful though. Both daughters are beautiful. Let's not get down that road. Who's your favourite? But yeah, no. Come here, don't you, and you just chill out. Other people might mess around with cars, or go for a game of golf, or bonk the wife. I don't know. What's all that? Me, I come fishing. Yeah, I don't know if I've got the swell is pulling on my weight and on my line. I'll have to reel one in and check it in a minute, and then we'll do a cast. Next cast, I'm not even thinking about it, I'm just going to do it. But yeah, now that was my drive here. Was there anything else? No. It's just the absolute dickheads that drive through Hull that don't abide that speed. I mean, if you do want to abide the speed limit, fine. But don't try and push someone up his back end, which he didn't, but he was flashing his lights and getting close to my bumper. Get in the right hand side lane. Oh, you can't go in the right side lane there because it says on it lorries can't go in the right hand lane. I wonder why. Probably because they hog the road, don't they? But there's nothing wrong with lorry drivers. It was just this dickhead in this truck. I've had it before when I've been going down the dual carriageway. orange cones are full length because there's workmen on it, working on it. And I've had a car behind me flashing. Tom was in the van at the time. Just kept going, there's nothing I could do. I weren't speeding up. I don't care what he's got to go and do. I ain't speeding and getting a ticket, then I can't come here, can I? I've had plenty of points on my licence. I think I got to 10, yeah, I had 10 points. I was nipping my ass for a few years then because I still used to go down to Yarmouth to go see Karen. That would be the wife. I've got to stop calling her by her name, especially on video. I call her the wife, don't I? So yeah, but she weren't the wife then, was she? My squeeze. Yeah, she was my little squeeze then. Yeah. Used to go down to Yarmouth every weekend on a Friday. If I could get the day off, I would. I'd be down there. Oh, I'd be foaming at the mouth. But yeah, 10 points on your licence slow you down. One was for speeding, because I used to disconnect my speedo on my Mini. Save the miles going up. It used to fret you out, so I used to do that. And the uptake of that is I got caught speeding. And that weren't, you know, I used to have a rev counter on my Mini, and I just used to look at the rev counter, and you can work your, when you're in top gear, you can work your speed out. But that weren't the problem. The problem was we were having a row at the time, so I weren't watching my rev counter, and there was a bloody copper behind. But when I was saying I was rowing with the old woman, that didn't really wash with him, to be honest. Strange, isn't it? Strange. I think he'd have some sympathy. And the 7 points to make it 10 was I fell asleep at the wheel driving home from Karen at like 2 in the morning. There was a load of lay-bys, and there was somebody in all the lay-bys, and I didn't want to sleep in my car in a lay-by with some other. Well, no, he was walking down the road. Stupid o'clock in the morning in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, I ain't having that. Won't get to sleep, it'll give you the willies. So I kept driving and driving and driving, and the next thing I know, I went across the railway crossing at, oh, what was it? Swansea, Sewsby Bridge. I'll remember it and let you know. Anyhow, I went across the things and I went, oh Christ, what was that? Realised what it was when I looked around, because I used to travel up the road every week. And then a Capri was coming towards me. I went straight down the side of the Capri. Broke his collarbone. He wanted to fight me till he realised his collarbone was. I said, I'll do what you like, mate. And I was sat on the road picking glass on the verge, because I went down the embankment. They're like 14, 15 foot embankments, ditches there. And to drain the land, and I climbed out of my driver's side window because it weren't there anymore. That Mini was like that. I'd missed all these signs, God knows how I did that, and got onto the verge. His mate came up and said, are you alright? I went, yeah. He said, my mate ain't happy. I said, well, that's tough shit, innit? What's happened's happened, hasn't it? It's an accident. And he then said, do you want a fag? So I then had a number 7. That was the last. No, that wasn't the last fag I had. I don't smoke either, but I just had a fag. Got took to Boston Hospital, and they just looked at me, chucked me out, and looked after the other bloke. I had to wait for my old man to come and pick me up. Broke my nose on my steering wheel. I remember it in that. Yeah, that's how I got my 10 points anyhow. So what a long story that is, just to tell you how I got 10 points. I could have just gone, I got done for careless driving and a speeding ticket. Anyhow, I'm gonna get this other rig baited up because my carter's thawed out now. And then once I've baited that up, I'll bring in a rod, change the rig, try and cast it out straight this time. Right, well, I haven't got me little sniper rod with me. Shame really, because I think I possibly could have held bottom with a 4-ounce weight. Trouble with that rod is I can only chuck a 4-ounce weight out, so it's going to be like a summertime thing really. It's too far to come here to carry a third rod. I've done it before, it's too heavy. Such a bloody pansy, aren't I? Anyhow, that's both out. Squid and cart, it went straight. The cast went straight on a pennel, clipped down. Cheeky chuck with a 2-up flabber. Probably gone too far. The next one I'm going to chuck out even shorter. That's my little tiny rod. Got small hooks on it. We've got to try and catch something. So I am doing my best to hunt out and catch us a fish of any description. I'm not bothered. We're just here to catch. Well, we're here to fish and clear our mind. Mine's clear now though, and these are fantastic. Yeah, they're my own prescription. I sorted myself out. I did myself a prescription sunglasses, ground them all, fitted them in. Yeah, I went and bought a pair of pound glasses from Poundland and stuck them in. Brilliant. I don't squint or anything now when I remember to put them on, but I can't keep sunglasses on forever. I have to take them off, but I'm now starting to squint, so yeah, it's not looking good. Never like a big sea, me. I like it flat calm, but then that's only summertime really, isn't it, man? You get them in winter, don't you? You do get flat seas in winter. It's just bloody cold. Anyhow, I shall bring you back when I've got something to show you. I may even see you in a bit, but I will turn the camera on and do some more filming. That one, wouldn't it? Still had a bit of bait on, but nothing major. Right, well, let's bait this up, shall we? Didn't go far, but that's what I wanted this time. Brilliant. That's 2 at flapper. No bait flew off that one. The piece of squid flew off the last one, but the worm was still on there, but obviously it's getting eaten away. Could be fish biting it, but I don't know, see how, because if it was a fish, there are only small hooks on there. Size 2's small for me. Tide's coming up. High tide was about 3ish, so it's coming to high tide now. I'll put a ground pulling rock down and see if it comes in anymore. We've got a nice red brick, and we'll put it down. Put it there, so I can watch that and see. It's going to get a water come over it, but it don't always come up to air. Little ground pulling trick. Ooh, we all know who he is, the Messiah. Yeah, I'd like to just say thank you to all my subscribers. I don't do it very often now. I don't want to be, but it's not begging, is it, that? Thanking people that have already took the time to subscribe. So, yeah, thanks to all my subscribers that have been with me from the start and that have probably signed up today, but I doubt it, because we've been on 3,674. Well, we've been in the 70s for bloody ages, so I doubt if I've had any new ones. I'll keep putting the videos out, doing the miles, costing the money, keep everyone happy. Yeah, I don't know why the subscribers, they went up a bit back, probably about a month ago. They flew up. I had something like 40 or 50 subscribers. I don't know how that happened. But then it's pitted off again. It's what happens when you're a bit of Marmite. Yeah. There you go. Can't help that, can you? Don't want to be false, do we? Some people's subscriptions, they go up like a clock. It's like you could, you know, it's just like a stopwatch going. So they must have the, they must have it. But now I don't understand it. But thanks to all the subscribers that have subscribed and have kept subscribed and don't unsubscribe. Thank you very much. And that includes Andrew Jones, dedicated follower of fashion. And in that group is Jimmy. Oh, I got a bloody bite. Now it'll be the waves. Jimmy, Samantha, Carl Dawson. Are you alright, mate? Be fishing with you hopefully soon. Be nice. And many others. That many, I can't remember them. I mean, there's this lad from Yorkshire. I can't remember what his name is. Yeah, that ain't gone out far enough. I'm going to bring that in. But yeah, thank you to all subscribers, everyone that comments. Thanks a lot. Too many to mention. I can't remember. Look at that! We got a bloody cod! We've got a cod! Whew. Gotta get it unhooked. Took the hook down. Bloody hell. I can't believe it! I can't believe it! I've caught a cod! I've caught a bloody cod! Clean that, it's got water on it. Shit! Look at that! Only ain't little, is it? It's the biggest cod I've caught for over 12 months. Getting back in the water. Centimeters! Can't believe it! I stopped taking pictures on my phone because my phone used to get wet and then it'd bugger up. I can't believe it. Right. I saw the bite. Oh, let's get this. Right, I'll show you it. One codling. Let's get it put back. I hope he goes back all right. I unhooked him. Please go back, please go back. He's gone, he's gone, he's gone. This'll tell, this'll tell. Get in! He's gone, he's gone, he's gone. I had to take a picture to send to Shane, he's gonna be good. All last year I struggled catching cod and I caught a little tiny fish finger in the river, which I was so grateful for. You know, it's not about the size. It's just nice to catch a different species. I'm not one of these that are, oh, cod, 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 like this. But it's bloody nice to catch one. 45 centimetres, still got no scales. Right, I'm gonna change that water. I had to unhook it with a disgorger, but the hook wasn't downwards. By that I mean into its belly. When the hook goes into the belly down the bottom, on this side of its chest, they normally die. I think he was a bit stressed for being in the bucket, but the bucket keeps him alive. He's gone back. I will watch this. If he gets washed up, it'll be down there. I'll keep an eye on it, but he's gone. Oh, Oh, it just makes the day even better, doesn't it? Makes the day even better. 45 centimetre codling on September, Wednesday the 7th, 2022. Absolutely brilliant. Slaughtered it. Absolutely brill. Right, I'm gonna get this baited, and what did I catch it on? I caught that on the 2-hook flapper with lug and squid, and I chucked it out there, and I must have chucked it out 20 yards, and I thought, it's not holding bottom, it gave me a slack liner because the line went slack, and I thought it was the waves that had done it, and I pulled it, and I was going to leave it because it was still anchored to the bottom. So unbelievable. Don't always pay to whack it out there, does it? So what I'm going to do is get this 2-hook flapper baited up again, and I'm putting it in the same place. Oh, the initial excitement is now gone. It's past. I am happy though. I am happy. I'm still smiling, but the initial excitement's gone now. If I was looking at myself like I went back in time, looking at myself, feeling what I feel now, I'd be thinking, calm down a bit, Vern. Calm down a bit. It's only a codling in September. September! Oh, I'm quite happy chucking that out there if I catch them all day. Can't believe it. Well, there's one, there must be more. There's got to be more, hasn't there? Unbelievable. I'm right chuffed with that. If that's the only fish I catch, I'm happy. Come out today because it was going to be good weather. Rain is for tomorrow, but that can change, can't it? Oh. I doubt if it's the first cod caught on this coast on the 5th, is it the 5th? 7th of September. I doubt if it is the first codling caught, but it's 45 centimetres. It's not a bad size, is it? Early in the season. I bet there's some big ones out there. Can't believe it, caught it on a flapper, size 2 Aberdeen match hooks. That red, mustard. Black lug and squid. I'll bait up the other rod in a minute, but I saw the bite, because I saw the bite, I saw the rod move, the line went slack, and I thought to myself, the wave, because it's quite big, the sides come up and it's coming in, and now it's hitting the beach, it's quite, some of the waves are big. And then when I was reeling, I could feel it taking the slack up, and then I pulled the weight out because I nearly put the rod back thinking, well, that's still anchored to the floor. And I reeled it in, and I thought, I can feel this is heavy. So I thought, I've got some on there, and I thought it was a ray. And then when it came into the shallow water, I thought to myself, it's not a ray, it's a bass. Thought, finally caught a bass. And then I thought, it's not that shiny. And then I thought, oh my God. And then when its head come up, as I was dragging it up, I could see it had a beard. Oh, top draw. Right, well, I got them out. I'll make the next bait up for the other rod. And if I catch another fish close in on that right-hand rod with a flapper rig on, I'm going to change the other rig over to a flapper. I'm just going to fish 2 flappers. Best rig in the world. Back in a bit. we'll try this. Look, this is crab cart and squid. Cut so far down the squid and then stuffed it in and bait elastic it up to, it'll last longer. Every bait that I chuck out far, it comes back empty. So I'm going to chuck this short. It's going to be a thump again. I ain't doing a cast, I'm putting it out short. If there's fish, I need to fish in this gully. I've never fished in this gully much. That's what I'm doing. Might catch a bass as well. I've been on this beach and actually seen a chap come down within 10 minutes he'd caught a bass because he knew where to throw it. Well, I've gone down the beach. I wouldn't say I've walked it, but when the tides, the swash has gone back out, I've looked down the beach and there is no beach codling either way. And I'm checking again that way. Because if it was dead, it'd get washed up. When he went back, he was on his side, but then the water took him out and he's gone. But he was moving in the bucket, so I was totally happy with that. Hip's hurting a bit. I might take some more painkillers. I've put more gel on. You have to keep taking the old gel, putting that on. But yeah, now I'm chuffed to bits, really. Trouble is, in my excitement, my glasses broke, so I've got to fix them. Anybody orders any prescription sunglasses from me, they come with no guarantee. They are what they are. I could be like many other people trying to sell stuff to earn money, couldn't I? I'm chuffed to bits. Well, my video go live tonight at 7 o'clock and it does really well. I appreciate everyone that tunes in on a Wednesday at 7. It's a bit windy. I'm sure you'll hear me because I think I do all right with the filming. But yeah, it's blowing about 16 to 18. It might pick up to 20. So I've got 2 baits out short. The next one I'll bait up and I'll chuck it out far, you know, and on one rod. but the flapper rig's going to always be chucked out. And at some point, probably when the tide starts to ebb, which won't be far, because the tide ain't coming in anymore, because my brick is wet, but it isn't under the water at all. And I shall go to 2 flapper rigs. Oh, if that's the only fish I catch, it don't matter, does it? It's absolutely brilliant. squid arm. Right, let's get this out. Saw the squid flew. All right, I chucked this out gently. The squid flew off. Look at this. I put 2 worms on that. The bottom one's all right. Top one, you know, if you see your bait fly off, reel it back in and check it. So I casted that out, and and I saw the squid come off, but obviously when that hit the water, the bloody worm come off the top as well. So I'd have been out there with one hook, wondering why I don't catch. So I reeled it in, thinking, no, I need a bait out there that I know is out there. Reeled it in and saw that, so there's a lesson learnt there. Put a bloody great lump of squid on the end this time. Probably the rod's too stiff. Well, there's a lesson learnt there, isn't there? Got big beach casters, they're very strong rods, them Kenzaki. Put little baits on, gentle baits, you know, soft baits, delicate baits, that's the word. You put delicate baits on, and what happens is, through the motion of the rod snatching or whatever, the baits come off. Now I've put bigger baits on there, 2 big strips of squid with the worm shoved up the line. So that didn't come off, so I know now that I'm fishing. This wind's picked up, it is a lot stronger now than it was when I first come here. It's meant to be dropping really, I think, but hey-oh, you know, I've got to put up with it so you can put up with it. Hope you can hear me, I'm sure you can. Nothing on the left hand rod yet, which has got the I never put any holes in that squid and can't, but it is cut up the side so any air should come out. I'll check that in a bit. I've got to figure out what I'm going to put out next. I might put out prawn next, try that. I've got a crab as well, I'll try that in a bit as well. I've got a proper crab. Let's just get another fish, shall we? I ain't bothered what it is. Be nice if it's another cod, but I ain't fussed. The good thing about it is if I catch another one, it's not a fluke. But I don't think that was a fluke anyhow, because I got a 2-hook flapper scratching, and I said here that I'm chucking it out short, and I even said that's too short, and then bang, it got it. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I saw the bite. Oh. That's too much exuberation, that is. That's too much excitement. Can't do that again. Well, with my that codling, I just wanted to say, because I just had a wee, and I was just thinking, a lot of people would have took that but my opinion is that 45cm codling aren't big enough to get a meal. You'd need to be bloody starving, in my opinion, and this is only my opinion. If you want to take a fish, take a fish. But 45cm, that goes up to 46, I think. That ain't big enough. You want one like what I caught at the river, and I didn't think that was big enough either, because I personally get more satisfaction in returning them. Now if it had washed back up on the beach and it was dead, then I would have took it. I'd had it out of the water pretty quick. But now I can't see the point in taking them. If you know, when you go to a fish and chip shop and you find a good fish and chip shop and you get a cod or a haddock, and it comes and it's like hanging over the tray and it's like really fat, like fish used to be, That's a fish. That's considering, you'd consider, or I would consider taking that. But then I wouldn't, because I'd think that's going to make more babies and be better off out there. But I just don't understand people that take them. As soon as they're in the limit, you're right, you're entitled to take it. I understand that. I ain't talking about you others out there in YouTube land or wherever. I'm just saying my opinion, and my opinion is that it ain't big enough. You want a fish, if you're going to catch one, you want one that's big enough where you go, whoa, get a good couple of fillets out of that. And I'm afraid there aren't that many out there doing it there in quantities. So you might as well just go to the fish and chip shop and buy a big piece of cod when you find a good chip shop, that is. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there. That's my opinion anyhow. Probably got another couple of years before it gets to like 60 centimetres. They don't grow like that within a couple of weeks, do they? I could do with another fish now. I was getting to the point where I needed a fish before. I'm chucking them short. Perhaps I need to chuck them long. Oh, I'll bring you back if something happened. Got me red top on. It's getting not chilly, but I don't want to get cold because I'm getting old. And it's warm, this top, but it'd be warmer if I had a lot of badges on it. That's what I think. And I've got a badge to put on it soon. Cod King Catcher, that's it. Shane's pleased for me. He's looking forward to seeing the video. There's definitely crabs out there. I kept seeing the top of the rod move. I kept seeing the top of the rod move. I'm just thinking about where to put you. And yeah, little slivers left on that. They were still fishing. Get some more bait on that and get it out. can't believe that's all gone. This is the first time this year that I've had any problems with crabs. Keep it clean. Right, let's get this out. I'll cast it to this side because then hopefully it won't go to the left. And then I shall cut some more squid, bring that other rod in, cast it out again, because when I cast it out, one of the squid heads flew off. Well, that went straight. I'm going back to how I used to do it. I mean, what I've done is I have tried to put more twist in to load the rod up, to put more motion in the rod, and yeah, not going right. So Alan said that I'm putting it too far around, I'm putting too much of a swing in it, but when I watch other people casting on the tournament thing or on the telly, let's say, they seem to have it right round, and when they chuck it out, they're like, woo! They're not me. Perhaps I'm too old. Body ain't right. So yeah, I just did what I did. Set up then. Well, set up then how I was shown. You do all these things, don't you? And you try and get it. I've got huge distances for me in the past, but. Right, we're casting out now because I've had quite a few casts in short, and since the cod I haven't caught anything. I might have to buy another rod. I might have to. Only one that's a bit more sturdy and can chuck a 5 ounce weight. So winter time I can have the third rod, but then it mustn't weigh much. So I don't. Sod it. 3 rods summertime when it's flat calm, I think. So yeah, I reverted back there to the early days of my cast. It went straight. Wasn't twisting right round and over there and whoa, but I ain't got it right. I need to get it sorted, but I ain't worrying about it. Yeah, I'm coming to fish, and if I do a chuck or if I do a cast, I'll just try and get my head round it again. But primarily I want to come here, chuck it out far enough, catch me a fish. So I shall bait that rig up there with crab next one. It's going to be a whole crab on there, and that's going to get slung out at distance as well. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do that now, do the crab, and then what I'll do is, I'll bring in the flapper rig, put it on, and welly that out. And then I shall cut up some squid, put some worms on, and do a big bait on them flapper rigs, and it'll get chucked out short. So I've got another cast out far, 1 inch short with the flapper rig. Let's pull out enough. I mean, I would have thought with a flapper rig, I would have pulled out some flats. Would have got a dab or a flounder or something. They tend to come in on the ebb. I'll see you in a bit. I'll bring you back in a bit. Yeah, one of the squid heads on the top will come off. Squid head still on the bottom up. It's not good really, is it, to be honest? Right, we've got a full crab on there. Gonna cast this one out, that line. Right, I'm gonna cast to the left. Right, sorry. We'll take you with me. Do it here, I expect. Getting infuriating now, to be honest. That went to the fucking left. I don't know. Well, it's getting infuriating. I just don't know. You know, when you do your casting and stuff, it's harder. It's a lot harder than you think to learn to cast. And what you do, it's peaks and troughs. You'll get to a peak where you hit some distances and you think, bloody hell, it's coming. I'm getting there. But you never ever get there. And then you go into a trough, and at the minute, I'm in a trough. And if I talk about it and think about it too much, I'll get irate. If I have someone keep, you know, if people tell me I'll do this, do that, do the other, I'll start getting a bit irate. What I need to do is just meet up with Alan at some point. And I ain't fussed when that is either, you know. It's got to be when it's suitable. But there's more to life than casting, isn't there? That's still, I mean, it's right over there. It's ridiculous. I must be 40 yards to the left. Absolute fucking joke it is. But I'm not getting wound up about it. I'm not even thinking about it. I don't care. To the point, if a cast go well, them new Euro fighters up there, 2 of them. Yeah, I could lose it, to be honest. It's infuriating because I've done it. I've done straight casts. They've gone at a good distance. I don't need to be casting 200 yards. 150, 120, it's fine. There's fish there. Well, today I've caught a fish. I've only caught one fish, cracking fish. Chuffed to bits with the codling. And it was in short, wasn't it? So, but what's infuriating is that when you put everything down to cast, I was purposely thinking, looking up then, and it went to the left every fucking time. I shouldn't be saying this now because Alan wants to meet with me to sort my casting out, and he's got enough on his plate. I've got enough on my plate at the minute. I've just got to sort the fucker out. You know, I can go and I don't care if I'm talking to the best caster in the world. In my garden with a butt of a rod, it's perfect. Every time I can feel it. Boom, boom. I can feel everything. You make the rod the full length and you have a sloopy beach, you don't feel anything. It's shit. Anyhow, where am I at? I'm baiting these flapper rigs up with some good squid, big squid. I've got another prawn, I can use that. I brought some fish bait. I think I'll leave it for that seagull down there, to be honest. Keep bringing it and sending it back. There ain't nothing out there. Won't be no rays in there because it's too lumpy. Right, I'll bring you back. I won't bring you back because that's not my saying, is it? I'll be back in a bit. Sorry about that. A little bit of a meltdown with my casting then. It's because you probably get fed up with me talking about it, but I do put a lot of effort into learning this cast. Alan said to me, you only get out what you put in. Well, I've put in shitloads. Still not going right. But I ain't doing bad. Yeah, as long as you're not fishing to the left of me, you're all right. If you're to the left of me, yeah, you're all right. So there's no one else, it don't matter, does it? Just be nice to be confident to be throwing it dead straight all the time. There is a wind blowing from right to left, like this sort of way. So it's you're not going to get much distance today anyhow. And if you go to the left, this wind will take it even further to the left. But I'm not blaming the wind, it's me, I'm a fucking divvy. Nelly said something else then. But it's just put so much effort in. I've got no field to practice on at them. There is a field, but there's electric cables in it, but I might have to just risk it. And The only time I ever cast is when I'm fishing. And what do you have, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 casts? You aren't learning to cast, are you? So I ain't doing too bad. I've had 2 lessons. It'll come right. I've got all winter yet. Yeah, I might try and go on the field, go further down the field. It's only 130 metres long. It may be 120 metres actually. So I can't sit in where the grass is cut, but it's dog muck all on it. I'm not keen. Sod the electrics, it's got dog muck on it. So bait's out there at the minute. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. It's just that I put so much effort into it, and when it don't go right, you know, this video is my release. It's now getting colder, the sun's gone, and it's turning for the worst. The time is 17:04, 4 minutes past 5, 7th of September. Yeah, I've got this. I'm glad I've got this coat on, but this keeps the wind out, but it don't keep you warm. Once it hits your back, so yeah, I've got another chuck there with a flapper rig. I'll probably put the other rig away and bait up something else. I've got crab out there at the minute and a prawn, 2 prawns. 2 prawns and a squid head actually. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You can only do what you can do. I'm pleased I've caught the 1 fish, to be honest. You've got to be here to catch it. You've got to be in it to win it. There's many sayings, but if you're not sat here on the beach with a rod, with your line in the water, you're not going to catch anything. And that's what I've done today. Oh, sun's breaking out. That's what I've done today, and I'm chuffed for it. Oh well. What is it with fucking squid off the fucking rig? The bloody squid come off the rig again. So I've got 1 hook out there with a worm. I don't understand it. I doubled, but half a fucking squid. Doubled over, folded over, thread all the way up the flipping hook. It comes off. I think I've fished for too long now. I ain't even fished for that long. It's gone 5 o'clock. I got here at, oh, God knows what time I got here. 1 o'clock? I don't know. Whatever time. It ain't long, is it? I think the fucking squid keep flying off my hook is doing my fucking head in. That's what the problem is. Why? Why is it coming off? Why don't the cast go right? All these questions in life, and you never get a bloody answer because you don't know, do you? You got no idea. Why does the squid come off the fucking hook? Perhaps the hooks are too fine. Perhaps the hooks are too fine. But why should that matter? Why should that matter? Perhaps the rod's too stiff. Perhaps that's the issue. Perhaps the rod's too stiff and it flicks it right hard and flies everything off. I don't know. Why am I getting wound up about this? But I'll tell you why. My fucking leg is killing me. I've now took some more ibuprofen. That's what the matter is with me. Shame really. It's been a great day. I've really enjoyed today, even if I've just had a bit of a bloody groan. But it infuriates me. Absolutely infuriates me. I don't know why, but it just does. I've had a great day here. It's been fantastic weather. Sunny. Bit of wind. But it's been really good. I've had a brilliant fish. You know, the Holy Grail, or one of the Holy Grails. I guess the only other fish that beat a cod really is a taupe and a mullet. But the thing is with mullet, there's millions of them about, you just can't hook them. So I've had a great day. I'm not spoiling it now. I've still got 2 baits out. But I'll tell you now, when things don't go right and you don't know why, that's what's annoying. And why does it, please put in the comments below, why does the squid, now I'm cutting a sliver the full length of the body of the squid. I cut the squid, rip all the shite out, cut it in half down its length, so I've got 2 triangles. I fold them in half and thread that on the hook, so the squid is really thick, it's twice the thickness obviously, and I sew it up the hook and I hook it also over the knot of the hook, so it's not going to slump down over the hook, and then I watch it fly off. I don't understand. If you can put in a comment, that's how I do my squid, and that's how I've been shown to do it with proper fishermen who fish on boats commercially, and it comes off. Is the squid shit? Is the squid rotten? Is it? I don't know. Please put in the comments. It might just chill me out. Right, so the sun's gone. It's a bit more overcast now. It's still windy. I've got to go up there yet. And it weren't good coming down. It's a bit slippery. Need to find some different hooks, I think. Look, these are the hooks. They're just let me look in the back. That's them. That one's got caught on something out there. Look, can you see it's bent? Perhaps that's why the bait comes off. But then that could have bent now. But that hook was brand new. I tied this rig the other day. Look, you can see this hook here is red. That one's all worn off. And it's bent. Look, you can see that the hook has opened up. But yeah, perhaps when you knit it through, the holes are too close and that's why. But I've used them before and not had problems. Perhaps today's a problem day. So I'm going to put this rig away now, tidy that rod away. It is 6 o'clock, and I did say to the old woman, that would be the wife. That I did say to the wife that I'd probably leave at about 7. So if I leave a bit earlier, I'll get them earlier, wouldn't I? Clean my reels, sort my gear out, put my bait away what I've kept, and yeah, so I'm going to put this away. I'll bring you back when I reel the other rod in. I won't bring you back, I'll be back in a bit when I reel the other rod in. You see, Andrew said to me, you said bring you back, and I don't normally say that, but it's stuck in my head now. That's someone else's saying, it's not my saying. Oh, been nice to catch another fish, but the wind has picked up. It is a lot stronger, and it's blowing from the east. It is easterly wind, and it is quite strong, but it's better when I'm like that for you, probably. Yeah, and we've been here before on this coast, and the wind has literally, we've been catching, and then the wind changed direction and it just stopped, and that water is as chocolatey as Cadbury's hot chocolate drink, or any other reputable hot chocolate drink, but it's brown, look, like gravy. We ain't had that all summer, so it's a shame this wind has picked up, and perhaps that's what's stopped. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a stupid fisherman. See you in a bit. Right, well, that's it. That's me done. I've enjoyed today. Had a bit of a moan, bit of a rant, but not really a rant. But I was getting a bit furious. I've got my back to the wind so that my voice doesn't get carried away from the camera. Camera, what a nightmare. Anyhow, no baits left on them rigs. The squid stayed on when I cast it out. There's crabs out there. It's the first time this year, so I suppose I'm lucky that I've thought there's a few crabs about, and my baits have been getting stripped, so never mind. I'll check out some hooks when this video goes up in 4 weeks, 3 weeks if it was tomorrow, because I got a video live tonight at 7 o'clock. Thanks for everyone that watches it, if they do watch it, because like it's got about another hour and a bit before it goes live. Anyhow, stop waffling. Yeah, so I will check out some more hooks and see what's about, and see what I can do. I need a killer hook. That's what I need, a killer hook. I've got Sakuma Manta, I've got all sorts. Them hooks are all right when they're sharp. They don't stay sharp for long, so you have to keep sharpening them. But yeah, I'll use them. Bait didn't fly off anyhow. Can't help it if there's crabs out there. But this has been fishing on the Yorkshire coast. I had to go and try and get rid of my blank, so I've come here, got rid of my blank. Caught a cracking cod, 45cm codling. Chuffed to bits with that. Let's hope there's more to come. I'm going to fish a few more beaches this winter. I will be fishing the River Humber, but not as prolific as normal unless it's bad weather. Then I've got nowhere else to go. because I don't really like Easington and other places like that, but if that's where I gotta go, I'll go. I am gonna do, but the main crux of it is they're gonna do some more beaches. This is going on. Anyhow, it's because I enjoy talking to you, because I feel as though when I talk to you, you listen. Or if you don't listen, you're chuckling, and that's what it's all about. So this has been Verns Sea Fishing on the Yorkshire coast. I haven't said shout outs to anyone, but I've been talking to Danny Shore Fishing all day today while I've been here, and Shane Begbie, the Holderness cod father, but he ain't caught a cod this season yet. I have, but there, yours is out there, Shane. I'm sure it is. You'll get one, mate. If not, you can have one of mine. But you know, this has been Verns Sea Fishing. Thank you for watching. If you've got this far, don't forget, I ain't done this at the beginning either, have I? If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't like it, thanks for the view. I'll see you next time on a beach somewhere, and I will be travelling again soon, before all this prices start taking its nip. Do you know what I mean? Like nippy arsey thing. So yeah, next time you see me, I'll be on a beach. And this has been far too long, and sorry, but I'm from Norfolk. See you and on. This fucking GoPro, I've just had to do all that outshoot there. Outshoot? What's the fuck's an outshoot? I've just had to do all that outro with me bubbling inside because I had to take the battery out and put it back in because the camera wouldn't switch on. These GoPros, Mr. GoPro, sort the GoPros out. What's it all about? I know it's a GoPro 8, but I've only had it, I ain't even had it 2 years. Or if I have, it's 2 years. It's an absolute joke. Sort your bloody cameras out. Nightmare. I feel better now. I do feel better now, actually. See you and on, and it'll be on the beach.